Hi, this is Frank Kimmel.
Justin Boston.
Taylor Ferns.
Mason Mingus.
Kyle Benjamin.
Mason Mitchell.
Tom Hester.
And you're listening to exclusive coverage of the ARCA Racing Series only at arcaracing.com.
Welcome back to Winchester Speedway, the Herr Chase to Taste 200. Charlie Kroll alongside Tim Clag. As we're just past the halfway point, and for the first time this afternoon, a new leader on top of the board. Mason Mingus worked his way past Frank Kimmel just about 2 laps ago through some flat traffic. So Mason Mingus out on front in the Wintron, number 32, and he has really opened up a significant lead over Frank Kimmel in second.
Almost a half straightaway lead for the 18-year-old as he has really stretched it out, and that car has been on a rail all afternoon, especially on the long green flag runs. The 11 of Kyle Weatherman also on the move as he has 5 car lengths from Frank Kimmel. The 44 car lane really starting to go away on these long runs as it's favoring the 2 youth drivers. Mason Mingus and Kyle Weatherman is now, he is looking to the inside of Frank Kimmel.
Well, don't forget, I should say, that Frank Kimmel only took 2 tires on that pit stop. I wager that the top 2 drivers right now is Kyle Weatherman has now moved past Frank Kimmel. I will bet you that the top 2 took 4 tires on their pit stop.
The 32, he took 2 as well. I'm not sure about the 11. He might have taken 4. I couldn't see his pit stop from our vantage point.
Frank Kimmel is definitely gambling that we will have another caution flag here this afternoon that will allow him to put on 4 fresh Hoosier tires as we are now 118 laps in the books. Boy, Mason Mingus really stretching that advantage out. Now a full straightaway opened up on that second place battle between Kyle Weatherman and Frank Kimmel. Kimmel dropping back to 3rd now, and Kimmel even losing some ground to Kyle Weatherman now in a battle for that 2nd spot.
My only question, Charlie, about the 32 of Mason Mingus is he running too hard and maybe trying to run the tires off of it because this young man doesn't have that much stock car experience. Kimmel, on the other hand, 9-time champion, might be playing a little bit of possum, saving his stuff for this long green flag run.
Frank Kimmel definitely has a lot of experience here. Don't know if he is just kind of back in cruise mode. I am going to guess that with just 80 laps to go here this afternoon, Kimmel still running as hard as he was in the early going here today. We do not have a lot of time for him to get up there and race his way back up into the lead, especially if we do not have another caution flag here today.
No, that's exactly right, because we're looking lap cars down at a very, very short pace. I believe there is only 7 cars on the lead lap, if I am correct. The last car being on the lead lap, I believe the 69 of Brad Lloyd is the tail end of the lead lap, and Mason Mingus has him in his sights about a half a straightaway now as he's zipping past.
Why don't we go ahead and run you through the field as I have managed to wrangle our way to a timing and scoring monitor here. Again, Mason Mingus is your leader. Kyle Weatherman currently sitting in 2nd. Frank Kimmel 3rd, with Mason Mitchell now moving his way past Austin Wayne Self in a battle for that 4th spot. Brad Lloyd indeed is in 6th. He is the last car on the lead lap. Brendan Poole in 7th. Cody Lane in 8th. Milka Duno 9th. And it looks like Blake Hillard rounding out the top 10. Of course, Blake having some problems in the early going here. Spinning out on lap 30, bringing out the 2nd caution of the afternoon. But Blake Hillard doing a great job here this afternoon of keeping that car back out and back into the top 10 here in the Herr Chase to Taste 200.
I've been watching Kyle Benjamin for the last 20 laps, Charlie. He was in that battle with Frank Kimmel and Mason Mingus. He is over half a straightaway now ahead of those guys, and he's battling with Austin Wayne Self. So that car, whatever problem they had, looks like that 15 Venturini Motorsports crew has fixed it.
The 15 car definitely running strong here this afternoon, despite the fact that the deck lid of that car has been rearranged, we will say. Of course, the right rear wheel left that car going down into turn number 1, and Kyle bounced it off the wall. Didn't hit it super hard, but did hit it pretty hard enough to do some damage to the rear end of that car. But it has not impacted, as we've got some trouble down in turns 1 and 2. 3 cars tangle, make it 4 cars tangle down in turns 1 and 2, directly in front of the leader, as we've got 6 cars tangled up, including leader Mason Mingus. Boy, a big change in the complexion here this afternoon, as it looked like Milka Duno got turned sideways. James Swanson had nowhere to go. Brad Lloyd piled into that as well, and Mason Mingus had nowhere to go as the track was blocked. He locked all four wheels and had no other option but to slide into that incident.
And that young man, this is a self-cleaning racetrack with the high banks. Whatever goes up must come down these banks, Charlie. Heavy front-end damages. Mason Mingus, the former leader here, as Cody Lane going across as well. Heavy damage for that young man in his third start, up inside the top 10. But heavy damage to the 32 as he's going by right now.
Coming down the pit road, we do see a lot of damage to the nose of the number 32 car. Don't see any steam or water coming out of that car. So if the radiator is still intact in that car, they should be able to get him back out and in competition. But boy, talk about the toughest of tough breaks. Here is Mason Mingus driving away from the field. He's got nothing to do but log laps, and unfortunately, some trouble down in turns 1 and 2, and it does look like they are going to push that car behind the wall. Boy, talk about, he has to be absolutely heartbroken inside that car right now.
At Menards, you'll find Scott brand products that will get the job done at a smart price. From the iconic yellow Scott rags in a box to the Scott 1000 bath tissue, Menards has the products you need. When you want a dependable, trusted, and quality product like Scott, there's only one place to go, Menards. Saving you big money on all of your household and home improvement needs.
Save big money at Menards.
Whether it's Formula One, NASCAR, WRC World Rally, SCORE Off-Road, or the ARCA Racing Series, more championships have been won by vehicles equipped with Eibach springs. This performance edge is engineered into every Eibach performance spring kit, sway bar, or adjustable coilover kit we make, with the ride quality you expect. It's no wonder that Eibach is the #1 choice of motorsport champions and automotive enthusiasts worldwide. To learn more, visit Eibach.com today.
When you want to make your ride faster, go to Holley.com. Holley carbs power every ARCA team and have powered more race winners than all others combined. Holley also has high-performance fuel injection, fuel pumps, and other engine performance products for the track, street, off-road, or marine. They have NOS nitrous, Hooker headers, Flowtech mufflers, Earl's Performance plumbing, and Wyand superchargers and intakes. There's 10,000 parts to make you fast at Holley.com. Log on today.
JRI Shocks is the industry leader in shock absorber technology. JRI Shocks is the official shock of the ARCA Racing Series, providing service and track support at every event. If you're looking for the competitive edge for the track or enhanced ride quality on the street, JRI Shocks has the applications for your ride. All JRI Shocks are custom built and dynoed. JRI Shocks, the new era in racing shocks.
Hi, this is Frank Kimmel,
Justin Boston,
Taylor Ferns,
Mason Mingus,
Kyle Benjamin,
Mason Mitchell, Tom Hester.
and you're listening to exclusive coverage of the ARCA Racing Series only at ARCARacing.com.